Well, hello everybody. Hope everybody is having a good year. Sorry I have not been on for a while. Been having a lot of stuff going on. Been busy working, volunteering in a lot of places with Hope for You and helping out, make an offer, here in Cochran and Buffalo City. So I've been kind of, tied up and stuff. Plusly with the high cost of food and everything, it makes it kind of difficult to make food that you definitely want to try to make and everything. By saving a few pennies here and there. And believe me, it is very hard, and I understand way prices and stuff is. So definitely without further ado, I missed you guys, and I'm hoping you guys will rejoin me here in Lee's Kitchen. I'm going to try to do one once a week and everything, with the new year and everything. It's hopefully we'll come off with it, coming out with it better. Don't forget to hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. You can also go to, I'm on YouTube, different locations, Facebook and all that with my cooking show. So you can always check out my previous stuff. I know I have them all saved up. I've been making boxes on YouTube channel, The Lee Lewis Show, all one word. Of course, on Facebook, it's The Lee Lewis Show. So definitely come in and show me your support. I really, really appreciate that. The love always goes a long way, believe me, and it helps. When you're dealing with depression and anxiety and everything like that, it helps to have that uplift in your life. So today, I don't know what this called is because it's a little bit different. I have never had it like this before. I watch different videos, different shows and everything like that, how they make it and everything. Of course, with me, I always like to put a little twist in my recipes to make it more flavorful, or the flavors I like, the way I would eat it. And when I made this last week, I had a lot of compliments on it. Because a lot of times I'll make stuff and use my neighbor's net as guinea pig. Got my hamburger. Thank you for my viewer for the good, interesting tools. So what we're going to do, we want to break this up. So what I'm making is, and like I said, I've seen it on different recipes and everything like that. I got to learn to talk softer because now I have a microphone here. You take biscuits. And I'll show you, you split them apart, put them in muffin pans, and then you put all your ingredients inside, and then you top it off with another biscuit, bake it in the oven, and when it comes out, you have a full biscuit, but inside the biscuit, it's going to have all your different, your meats and cheeses, and it's going to be really wonderful, really good and tasteful. So what I want to do, and I want to thank my viewers for my chef knife, definitely appreciate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut up an onion. Get this all chopped up so we can put it in our hamburger. We definitely want to have, the onion flavor, all that. When it gets done, because when I made this last week and everything, it was really good because it actually tastes like a smoked Angus burger. That's what it tastes like. So I'm going to try to relive that whole flavor again, but of course, I'm adding a little bit extra. Because I noticed, it wouldn't be bad if I added like some Worcestershire sauce to it. Changed the cheese. I went with, last time I used the Mexican blend, but this time I'm going to use taco blend cheese. So that way it'll give it a whole new twist. So I'm excited for it. So anyway, like I said, I'm just chopping up this onion. And I'll tell you what, I love my knife. It's really sharp. It weighs the balance on it, and everything is really good. I love it. So I hope you're enjoying being with me, you guys. I missed you. I'll try to get this going back again. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on. If you're in the area, definitely stop by, check out. Got any ideas for food? What would you like to make and stuff? Now, since I am a single person, I live alone. I'm going to try to make things that will be for, okay, so you want to make sure you get it all nice and chopped up, nice and good. And then we're going to put this in there with our hamburger. I love my cutting board. Definitely love my cutting board. So, so while we're getting our hamburger cooked up, so while our hamburger is going on, make sure, don't forget, you need to set your oven preheated at 350 degrees. So what we're going to be making is, or ingredients wise, so we're doing our hamburger, getting that browned up with some onions in it. We're going to put in some little bit of garlic, minced garlic, to give it some of that garlic flavor to it. Okay, and we're going to let that cook in there, get that cooked up. So while that's cooking up, what we want to do, we want to set up our muffin pans. Okay, now what I do is I buy the buttermilk biscuits. All right, and what you want to do is you want to take it and rip it about halfway apart. Okay, separate them, just like so. So you have two halves. Okay? What I like to do is the first half of it, and this is the one that's going to go into the muffin pan, kind of like squishing it down, flatten it out. Okay, so it's like a flat biscuit. You want to spray your pan. And you want to get it up on the ridge because it will rise. Okay? Then you want to take your biscuit and you want to put it inside and make sure it comes up the edges. Like I said, you just take your biscuit, kind of like flatten it out, make it go round and round and round. Then you put it right inside. Oh my God. And this is going to be so good, you guys. I'll tell you what, I know your mouth is watering and you're like, oh, I want to try to make that. I want to make that, because it is good. It's not even time consuming either. All you got to do is get that hamburger going and get your biscuits ready. And I'm making a lot because I'm giving some to my friends and my neighbors. And, of course, I have meals for the week as well. When I come home or just want something to eat, I can just pop one of these in the microwave. Oh my, it's good. And what I like to do is take some of the like pizza sauce. Use some pizza sauce. Dip your biscuit in there and then eat it. Oh, it's so good that way too. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill all these trays up. I already got one made up over here. You want to just get it up to the size. And of course, I have some more biscuits over here that are already made up. And check on my hamburger because I got to get that hamburger all nice and cooked with the garlic and onion. Get those flavors going. We're going to throw a little bit of salt. Let that cook in. Like I said, while that's cooking in, you can prep your pans up. So that way, when you're ready to put it all in, it's all ready for you. So we're going to take the first half, we're going to put it down in the pan, fill it up with our ingredients, and then we're going to top it off with the other half of the biscuit. So like I said, when it comes out, you'll see. When it comes out, it'll be one big full biscuit, and then you break it in half. Oh my God, it's so good. Something different. I have seen different ways of making this. There's no wrong way, there's no right way. It's just how you like it. You add your own ingredients, your own food flavors, your seasoning. You want to make it into like a taco one. Make it into a taco mix one. Now that'd be good too. So, or sloppy Joe. You can make up sloppy Joes and put them in there. I mean, there's so many different ways you can make these. Like I said, all I'm doing is I'm flattening it out, making it bigger, so that way it comes up the sides of the pan. Just like so. I'm trying to keep my balance at the same time. My chair's broken, so I'm not able to use my chair right now. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I've got it all filled up. I'm just going to take and make sure it's all up in the edges. Okay. All right, so that's ready to go. So all we got to do now is just wait for the hamburger to get finished up. And you can see down here, hopefully if I do it right like I always do. So yeah, so really if you guys have any ideas, any good ideas on food items and stuff like that, something to cook up, your favorite recipe and everything like that, or what would you like to see me cook? What would you guys actually like to see me to be back doing this again? What would you like me to have to fix for you that one of your favorite recipes? Now I do have an old 1900 White House cookbook, and I was thinking about taking some ideas out of that and showing you what the first ladies used to cook or had the cooks cook up. They made up their own recipes, or had their own recipes and everything. Pretty neat book. It's a vintage. So what we're going to do is, I want to get this hamburger looking really good, browned up, and then I'm going to add my fire roasted tomatoes. Now the fire roasted tomatoes gives it that smoke flavor, gives it that good kind of cold taste to it. Oh, you can already smell it. I can smell it. Smelling good, you guys. Smelling good. And I tell you what, this is a good tool to have. It really chops up your hamburger. You don't have to sit there and try to get it all evened out or whatever. This does it for you. Because you want your hamburger to be fine so it fits in the cups really good. There we go. It's getting there now. Now we're going to add, now what I want to do is I want to start adding my seasonings. Italian seasoning is what I like to put in there. Okay. And I like to put a little bit of chili powder in there. Just enough to give it that zangy taste to it. Okay. Then I'm going to take my roasted tomatoes and I'm going to pour that in there. And we're going to give that a swoosh. Now I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit on this because I want it to really start cooking up and burn out some of that juices. And then, of course, I'm going to use some Worcester sauce. I thought this would be kind of different from last time. Then I want to throw some pepper in there. Okay. And that's pretty much it. That's all I put in there for my ingredients. Of course, you can't go wrong with sweet tea. So right now, all I want this to do is get a good boil going on with it, get it really cooked up with all the flavors, and then once that's done, then we're going to put them in the pans, put the cheese in there, put the tops on them, it'll be good. I like to chop up the tomatoes a little bit too, so that way every bite has, some of that tomato in there. And thank you, Nana, for my beautiful outfit. I love it. I love it a lot. So yeah, so what we're doing is, for the new year and everything, I like to start up, and hopefully I'll have a recipe for you guys once a week. Like I said, all you have to do is go to my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to find all my previous recipes. I've been downloading them to the YouTube. That way it's easy to find and everything. So like I said, all you have to do is go to The Lee Lewis Show, one word. And definitely hit that subscribe button, you guys, and follow button, and, get me out there. If you like what you're seeing, give me some comments. Let me know what you think. We really want to get this in a nice... Like I said, if you see a big tomato chunk, just kind of chop it up. But we want to make sure all that hamburger and everything is cooked up. All those flavors cooked in together. Because there's nothing but like flavor. You got to have flavor. Flavor makes it really, really good. Of course, like I said, right now, all I'm doing is you can see all the steam coming up and everything. I'm trying to cook out a lot of that moisture is what I'm doing. Because if you dump out the moisture, you're dumping out the flavor. All the seasoning and stuff is inside, in the hamburger and everything, and also in the juices. So what I usually do, when I go to fill up my little trays, I'll use a spatula that has this, slits in it, so that way it won't bring up the juices. There we go. You could smell, I can smell the entire, and the seasonings and everything. It's just, out of this world, you guys. So we're going to turn the heat off of this. And what we're going to do now, we're going to start filling up a little trays. Like I said, it's very, very simple to do. All you got to make sure is, like I said, the biscuit, the other half in here, will start shrinking back down. All you got to do is just kind of wake it back up, move it back up. Like so. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to fill each one of these little doohickeys out. Like I said, you just take a spatula or your spoon with the slit in it, and it will, release all that juices from it. And then you just put a little bit in each one. It don't take long at all. You start scooping it out, and also I like to hold the pan down too, and the juices come up here, and then I kind of scrape the top, like so. And then all you do now, you take your cheese, okay, and just give a little bit of a cheese on top of that. Like this, okay? Then you take the other half of the biscuit. You don't flatten it too much. You just kind of make sure it's nice and round, a little bit round, and then you take it and then you tuck it inside the pan, inside the muffin pan. So it's almost like you have your muffin, inside muffin, and you're taking the top one and you're kind of just mold it down, okay? So I just open it up a little bit, and then I want to tuck it all in there. Real simple. Like I said, I pre-did all these, so it's, this is the other half that I'm putting in. Okay. So once you get it all tucked in, okay, so it's going to look like this once you're done. Try to bring it up closer. So this is what it's going to look like when you get it all. Okay. So once you get it all done and everything, like I said, this is the way it should look. Then we're going to put them in the oven. Usually I don't time it. I usually just watch, make sure it don't burn, overcook. So we'll get this. Well, we all finished and got it all done. Man, do they look delicious. They come out looking just like a biscuit. See that? The two biscuits together inside of there. It's got your hamburger mix and the cheese mix in there. Oh, good. And what I got here, marinara, a little bit of pizza sauce that I like to dip it in. I cut the sandwich in half. Look at there. See the gooeyes? All the good stuff. Give it a little dip. Now, by golly, that's delicious. So, but definitely appreciate you guys watching and enjoying it, enjoying my cooking show. Any offers, any ideas, whatever you'd like to give, please, put the comments in there, and feel free to give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate the love. I really would. God bless you. And we'll see you on the next one.